Hi everyone. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the School of Computer Science in inviting me to present today on the opportunities for graduates coming through from the Masters in Interactive Media and the HDIP in Applied Computing Technology. So just a small little bit about the Berkley Group before I start. I'm the Managing Director of Berkley Group. We're 25 years in operation, and we, I suppose, support clients within the Irish and European market. And we're a trusted international resource partner to many organisations that work in a variety of different sectors. There below, as Dr. Stahl said earlier, every company is a software company, and that's certainly the case. We work with many financial services, agriculture, food, manufacturing organizations that are increasingly looking at utilizing technology to advance their own strategies. So there below is just a list of the kind of the vertical areas of expertise that we work within. Many of them in the areas of, like, let's say, data analytics, digital transformation, product and technology are all areas that candidates and graduates coming from this HDIP and Masters would certainly be very, very well qualified for. So I just want to give a quick overview in terms of the technology sector in Ireland. There's currently approximately about 80,000 people employed in the sector. The number varies quite a bit, and because of the fact that the technology sector is extremely hot in Ireland at the moment. There's probably an additional 6,000 to 8,000 people being added to this sector on an annual basis. And at any such time, there's approximately 3,500 to 4,000 open opportunities in the market at any one time. So for any graduates coming out of UCC that would have computer science or interactive media qualifications, the market at the moment is extremely attractive from a job opportunity perspective. So Ireland in general, look, is a key technology hub. I've listed there that there's top five global software companies are based here. We've 9 of the top 10 US technology companies. We've 4 out of the top 5 IT service companies. And you know, we've got organizations such as the likes of Facebook, Amazon, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google, all with EMEA headquarters here in Ireland. And I suppose, as well as that, there is very much a meeting of minds between the government, academia, and industry with regards to positioning Ireland as an overall centre of excellence with regards to technology. And I suppose there's been a very strong strategic focus on developing Ireland as a leader in cloud computing, so much so that Dublin has been listed as a global capital of Internet of Things. So just to give a small bit of an outline on the tech sector in Cork. So look, Cork has got a very vibrant technology sector. It's a nice mix of startup, indigenous, and multinationals. And there's over 70 different technology organizations that are based here in Cork itself. We've got a number of technology parks which are dotted around the city itself, and the Cork city centre has now been earmarked for significant growth. And if you do any search on Cork city itself, you see a lot of mention of the Docklands development. So there's a significant investment in the Docklands now that has been, I suppose, very prevalent over the last 10 years, and there's a significant amount of development earmarked again over the next 5 to 10 years. And over the last number of years, and in the next 2 to 3 years, there's going to be about 1,000 billion square foot of office space that will be in place. And you've got the likes of organizations such as the likes of Qualcomm, Sophos, and Grant Thornton and Clearstream that have already established operations in Cork City on the basis of those new offices springing up. So Cork itself has a wide mix of technology companies, and I've given a list there of some of them, such as the likes of Apple, Dell EMC, Johnson Controls, Qualcomm, Logitech, and McKesson. A wide and varied type of technology company, Apple being technology, Dell EMC being technology, Qualcomm working in chip design, Logitech on computer products, and McKesson, which is primarily a healthcare company, but has a big, strong technology focus as well. And Cork itself has very much been identified as a cybersecurity cluster. So you've got large operations here, Trend Micro, McAfee, eCenter, Alien Vault, to name a few, that have all well-established operations here in Cork that have a strong cybersecurity focus. And in addition to that, then you've got academia rowing in as well, with various different research centres such as Tyndall, which is the largest, I suppose, ICT research centre in Ireland. You've got Insight, which is the largest publicly funded data analytics centre in Europe. And you've got Nimbus then, which focuses primarily on the whole area of IoT. So just to give you an outline in terms of maybe the job opportunities that are out there. The next slide, please, Nessa. So just to give an outline on some of the current job opportunities, and these very much would be tailored towards, I suppose, those that are doing the higher diploma in applied computing technology. You've got a wide variety there: business intelligence, automation, cloud, security, and pure development, right? But in addition to that, which is not listed in the slide, you have the whole area of UI UX and the area of social media and digital, which David Murphy mentioned there earlier. And for, I suppose, mid-level, those that are qualified at a mid-level perspective, maybe 3 to 5 years experience, you're looking at salaries on average of anything between 45 and 60,000 euros for the right qualified people. So there's huge opportunities across the board, no matter whether you work within interactive media or within if you're coming from the applied computing side of things. So just to finish up, moving to Cork, I suppose Cork as a location for someone like myself who works in recruitment, it's a very attractive proposition. So there's a young, multicultural population. It's substantial in terms of quality, in terms of cost of living. It's substantially lower. I suppose if you look at current costs around the whole area of rental in particular, Cork is about 30% cheaper in terms of rental costs than it would be for the likes of Dublin. And then in addition to that, then you've got lower consumer prices, which are in the region of about 3 to 5% lower than in Dublin itself. There's a fantastic quality of life here. The city centre, the whole city itself is very accessible from either from a walking or a cycling perspective. And within 20 minutes of a drive outside of the city, you're into the seaside, you're into mountains, and there's a whole plethora of outdoor activities that you can do only a short distance out of the city itself. It's a university town. You know, there's about 40,000 students, so there's that energy and vibrancy that comes with that. And just to finish up as well, for any of those that are coming from outside the European Union, I suppose the government has been very, very agile over the last 2 to 3 years and responsive to the demands that are coming from the technology market, and have created a number of different visas to address certain skills shortages in the whole technology and digital space. So anyone that qualifies with a master's from a recognized third level institution can apply for a Stamp 1G visa, which allows them to work unrestricted for 2 years post-qualification. And then following that, there's an opportunity to secure a full employment permit afterwards. And I know myself that we look, as recruiters, we look very, very favorably upon these visas. We currently have one financial services institution in Cork where we've got 25 people working within that organization that are all on Stamp 1G visas and can work there unrestricted. So it's an excellent opportunity post-qualification to spend a bit more time in Cork, working within your own designated technology or digital area, and working within Cork and establishing yourself even further within Cork itself. So huge opportunity there for anyone who's looking to live and work in Cork after their qualifications. So that's me. I've just included some of our details there. You can find us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. If you want to send an invitation to connect with me, but by all means do, and I can put you in contact with the right consultant if you're looking for any further information.